this episode, you'll learn about the quote: to be rich and to be wealthy are two different things, and how to use it to reduce financial stress. Welcome to Why Your Mind Isn't Calm, the podcast helping online service based entrepreneurs reduce stress, balance emotions, and grow a profitable business in less time. I'm your host, Justin Agliscus. Let's hop into it. Now, in today's episode, you'll discover the main nuance between having riches and being truly wealthy, practical ways to rebalance your relationship to money, and how to stop letting scarcity rule your finances. Bing, bing. So, to be rich and wealthy are two different things. What does this mean? Let's look at what it means to be rich and what it means to be wealthy, because there's a nuance. To be rich, you may have the external goods, but your heart is missing something. Your everyday life, your relationships, they're missing something. And to be wealthy, this is the essence of when you have built in line and in balance. So the riches come from a skew, SKEW, right? A diagonal line, something of that nature, a skew. And the riches are a derivative or a byproduct, a branch of living out of balance and letting the mind run your life, right? For example, your dad was a doctor and, he wanted you to be a doctor and you didn't question that. So you went and became a doctor. Now you're a doctor and you've kind of been forcing yourself down this path, but without feeling, just because there's been a lack of questioning. And ultimately, I'm not saying that you've done anything wrong. No, this is fine. But there will come a point, like Mr. Ram Dass said, when he was a professor at Harvard, you know, he got to a point where he was miserable, even though he had the status and the money. He had that cool dream job that he always wanted. And he was making decent money at the very least, working as a professor at Harvard. Maybe not, right, billionaire stuff, but he was doing decent at the very least. And this is what happens to a lot of us, right? We get an idea, we go through college, but we just let ourselves live a conditioned life where we accept what the parents, the professor, the society, all of that told us. And that doesn't lead to being truly wealthy. When I use the word wealth, how do I define wealth? And that is, a balanced abundance. If I were to use two words, that's what wealth means to me. Abundance and balance, a balanced abundance. That's real wealth. So that means your health, your relationships, your finances, right? That's wealth. Now, riches, it's that skew, because you get programmed and you plan. Here, I'll tell you this very practically. Like to practical rebalance your relationship to money, less planning, my friends, less planning. Now, I'll say this in a way where you're going to know what doesn't need planning and you're going to be wise enough to know what does need diligent systemization. And because when I say less planning, I can already hear the jackasses out there taking it too logically, right? The religious books, the wisest sayings, you lose the essence when you take them too logically, too practically. But there is a destructive process within over planning. Let's say you're 15 and you have a 15-year plan, right? So that means you got an idea from someone else, obviously, because else you would question the plan, right? And really question, wait, who am I to think that I know how the next 15 years of my life should unfold, right? I know you're you. Yeah, I'm me, Justin, but I don't know how my future's going to unfold. I don't have a clue, and nor do I care to overplan because I know that living in alignment, I'll get exactly what I need. There's one of my favorite quotes, you have to let your path illuminate as you walk it. That means step by step, the lantern is showing you the path. You don't just architect or draw a blueprint for your future. That's how you get rich and not wealthy. I'll tell you that. Real simple. If you overplan, you will get rich, and then you'll be skewed, imbalanced, and end up being um quite miserable. But even that's what you needed on a deeper, deeper level. But if you're at that point, let's say I'm speaking directly to you. Maybe there's a doctor listening. Not sure. But if you find yourself at that point in your life, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just time to start being real and to start breaking down how you've been living, to question, okay, I've done these things. I've been a man of this nature. It's gotten me these results. Do I feel I should continue walking my path the way that I've been walking it? Right? Ask yourself that because I'm not attacking you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Every single one of you, no matter what you're thinking or feeling right now, I care for you deeply. And that's the essence. So, and that's the main nuance, the practical ways to rebalance your relationship to money. First of all, we need to break down any form of scarcity. We need to look at any foolish spending habits. And we have to be honest about when we're chasing instant dopamine, right? Like some ladies will shop. I just got this recently, but I digress. It's like you buy what you need, you don't buy what you want. And that's how the universe works. It's going to give you what you need and not what you want. And if you learn to live in alignment and see that your wants are shallow, you may end up getting some of your wants. But you're not going to get what you want through the energy of lack because to want is to not have. To need is to know that you need something. And when you know and you see clearly that you need something, show me the path. Show me the path. I don't have the strength. Show me the path. It works like that. It works like the strength isn't about you. The strength is in the lack of obsession with you. And then you'll get the strength that's so far beyond you. Then others will see that, feel it, hear it, and it'll be undeniable. And now the undeniable strength may trigger others and they'll attack you. But you can feel what's happening because you see it. And then it's not personal. It's actually grace once again. When you're attacked, you can have that grace as long as you're tapped in. So, how to stop letting scarcity rule your finances, right? And do an audit, please, pen and paper, right? Like question 1. What how does my current relationship to money feel? Just very simply, how does my current relationship to money feel? Right? Where are the places that I'm spending money that I probably don't need to be spending money? Keep writing, keep writing. What are the themes in which I over obsess with my wants? Right? What are some of the the wants that you're too obsessed with? Write it down. So you see how to stop letting scarcity rule your finances. You will never uproot anything that you're not fully aware of. So you have to, again, in what ways does scarcity manifest in my life? You know, how can I uproot scarcity in relationship to financial freedom? You know, how can I invite abundance into my life when we're talking about money? If you write and you write and you write, you're going to notice your mind get clearer. And with a clear mind, you'll get those quote unquote downloads, those moments where it's like the universe is shooting information into your head. I mean, that's how I would say it feels. Because it's like you couldn't think of that, but you just got sent some fire, some great information, whatever. Write that down too. You can't like you got to know how to squeeze the lemon and understand when the lemon's fully squeezed, right? If you're always obsessing over squeezing the lemon when there's no juice left, you're not going to know when to get the next lemon. Okay? You hear me? So, really, a rich man can be a very poor man. And a wealthy man may stand next to you and you won't have a clue. Maths. Okay? This is the recap. Maths. Do audits. Look at inputs and outputs. Make a list. Make it simple. Be organized. Now, I create as I speak. Many tend to speak what they think. Observe the nature of your think. Watch how what you think creates your reality. Question what you think. Notice the loops, the cycles. Pay attention to how what you consume creates cycles, etc. Now, a wealthy man never wanted to be wealthy. He saw what lack did to him. That's the bomb for you guys. You need to see what lack does to you, and then you'll figure yourself out. I can guarantee that. If you're real honest about what lack does to you, you will figure it out. And the figuring it out has nothing to do with you. So, really, guys, thank you. Thank you. I send you a hug, send you a big hug, genuinely, bear hug. Let's go. I really appreciate you. And new episode out every Monday, every Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want to learn more, click the link in the description below. Number 1, you'll get your free premium personalized 5-minute journaling prompts exercise. Number 2, access to my new 11-page doc, How to Reduce Stress and End Anxiety. Number 3, 2 to 4 new weekly emails. See you soon. Let's go.